Arsenal shall deliver. Arsenal delivered 2-0. Now I had to wait to bring you this reaction to the match because I was watching the Chelsea game right afterwards, so I couldn't give it to you right then. Like the Sean Paul song, "Give It Up to Me," I couldn't do that right then. But I'm ecstatic. Obviously, the performance, we'll talk about Arsenal's now, and then I'll probably touch a little bit on Chelsea's because this is an Arsenal shall deliver. It's about Arsenal. So let's go. Today's performance was a very good performance by us. Do you know what I mean? A few sloppy moments, very few, but generally, above all, I felt we controlled the game from start to finish. We were in control. I don't think that team, West Ham, really managed a shot on our goal. So I think we managed them from point A to point B. I think we did our job and we did it very well. We controlled the game from start to finish in our own back garden and made sure they knew where they were at, which is the Emirates. This is our fortress. You can't come in and try and bop us around and think you're going to do that to us. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? But listen, it is what it is. I would have wanted us, though, to put them to the sword because we had some chances in the game. Eze had a chance, which I felt Eze should have scored that goal. That was his. You know what I mean? I know it came back to him all suddenly, but he should have really just tried to tap it, keep his composure, and slot that in the net, and that was him scoring a goal for us. But in general terms, it's a good performance. Calafiori hit the post. I'm trying to remember also what also happened. My head is still in the Chelsea game, to be honest, so bear with me a little bit. But, you know, the fact of the matter is that we've come out of there and we've got 3 points we needed. Convincing 2-0 win. West Ham didn't really have much chances on our goal. I can't really remember them having much chances. You know what I mean? Probably their best player on the pitch was probably Bowen, I think. But I can't really tell you because I wasn't watching West Ham like that. I was watching us put in a good performance. But, as I said, we kept possession very well. We did what we needed to do and made sure we made it very tough for West Ham to keep up with us during the game. I think Somerville was really good as well, so he gets a shout for me. I think he was very good for their team. But above all, for us, I would have wanted a bit more. I would have wanted a bit more putting them to the sword. But Gyökeres, people would still joke around and think, yeah, well, what did he really do in this game? He put his body on the line, made some good runs, shielded the ball well, won some fouls. So effectively, it's starting to come. He had an opportunity where if he connected with the sliding in, he probably would have scored. But we still want to back him and give him an opportunity. And I still want to see players giving him the ball over the top for him to chase onto and keep trying his best to see if he can score them goals. Because I feel like he just needs a good ball over the top, Gyökeres to run onto it through the middle, and he would slot. It's just one of those things that needs to happen. We do need to play to Gyökeres' strengths in this game. And I do think that we do need to do that for the majority part of this game. Because some of the times he's quite isolated. We do need to surround ourselves around him and make sure that we all try to get him and play to the strengths that we need for him to succeed in the game and make sure he can score a lot of goals for us. But that's something that's still a progressive work, you can say. He's still trying to get used to us and we're still trying to get used to him. And I think that's just what it is. But overall, as I said, can't complain. Good performance. I felt Trossard at points, probably a bit wasteful. You know what I mean? Potentially should have come off probably a little bit earlier, but I still feel like we did what we needed to do in the game and it was still very comfortable. But we should have really put them to the sword. But that's my thoughts on Arsenal. Let's talk about the game I just saw, which was Chelsea beating Liverpool. In the last minute. Do you know what I mean? This was Liverpool, the king of the last minute goals. Now Chelsea came and dunked on them. Chelsea got the last minute goal and Liverpool go home crying their eyes out. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? They probably thought they're going to come to Stamford Bridge and bop them about, but it wasn't that case, to be honest. It was a very end-to-end game. But Chelsea come out of it with 3 points and it's good for them. Do you know what I mean? And it's also good for us in the title race. Let's look at that as well and say that. Because for us, it's massive. It's huge. We go into this weekend with them off our backs. We're in front now and they're behind us. But still, it's a long way to go in this season. But this is another reminder to Liverpool. You know, you started off very well, not playing great football, but you got the points that you needed to get. Now, this latter stages of the season, you're dropping some big points during after the good start you had. So there's still a long road to go, but for this right now, in terms of confidence for our team, I think it gives us a massive boost. You know, and hopefully we can start now playing good football and continue on and now try to just put teams to the sword and just completely control the game and make sure we don't make too much mistakes. But that's it from me, and that's all I've got to say, to be honest. Till next Arsenal shall deliver, I'll give you my Arsenal delivery later on.